Ever feel like no matter how hard you try, something keeps holding you back? The answer may not be outside of you. It might be in your mind. Let's uncover and challenge the limiting beliefs standing between you and your goals. A limiting belief is a deeply held thought that tells you something negative about yourself, your abilities, or what's possible in your life. It often sounds like, I'm not good enough. People like me don't succeed. I'll probably fail, so why try? These thoughts aren't always loud. Sometimes they show up in subtle ways, like hesitation, procrastination, or self-sabotage. So where do they come from? Most limiting beliefs are learned early in life, from family messages, such as be realistic, from school, you're not smart enough, from society, this kind of success isn't for people like you. Over time, these messages settle into the subconscious and shape how you see yourself and your world. If left unchallenged, they become invisible rules you live by. But the good news is, anything you learned, you can unlearn. The first step to change is awareness. So how do you spot limiting beliefs as they show up? Start by paying attention to 3 things. Your triggers is number 1. What situations make you feel anxious, unworthy, or frozen? It could be public speaking, starting something new, or asking for help. Your emotional reactions can reveal hidden beliefs like, I'll embarrass myself, or I don't deserve support. Number 2, your self-talk. Listen to your inner dialogue. Do you talk to yourself with encouragement or with criticism? Common phrases to watch for. I always mess this up. This is just how I am. I'm not that type of person. And 3, your language patterns. The words you use reflect the beliefs you live by. Do you say, I can't, or I should, or it's just not me? These phrases reveal self-imposed limits, and once you hear them, you can challenge them. Now that you've identified the beliefs holding you back, it's time to challenge them, like a mental courtroom. Ask yourself, is this belief 100% true or just familiar? Try this technique. Step 1, gather evidence. What facts or experiences contradict this belief? For example, if your belief is, I'm terrible at public speaking, look back. Have you ever spoken in front of others and been fine? Did someone thank you or give you positive feedback? You'll often find that your mind remembers fear louder than it remembers truth. Step 2, flip the perspective. What would a friend say if they heard you say this about yourself? Or what if this belief was simply outdated? Step 3, focus on your strengths. List things you've done well, moments when you surprised even yourself, challenges you've overcome. Build a new narrative based on what's real and empowering, not what's old and limiting. Once you've challenged a belief, you don't leave an empty space. You fill it with something better. Here's how to reframe. Instead of, I'm not good at this, say, I'm learning and improving every day. Instead of saying, people will judge me, say, my voice matters. I share it with confidence. Affirmations aren't about lying to yourself. They're about choosing to support your growth instead of reinforcing your fear. Pair this with gratitude. Why? Gratitude shifts your emotional state and focuses your attention on what's working, which trains your brain to look for possibility, not limitation. Each day ask, what's one thing I'm proud of? What's one area where I've already grown? And finally, visualize. See yourself as the version of you who no longer carries that limiting belief. How do they walk? How do they speak? What do they decide? You're not pretending, you're rehearsing your future identity, and your brain starts believing it's real. Limiting beliefs don't disappear overnight. They fade through practice, awareness, and new action. This is why adopting a growth mindset is crucial. Growth mindset says, I'm not there yet, but I can get there. Failure is feedback, not identity. Change is a process, not a test. Remember, you don't have to do this work alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you. Find mentors, coaches, or even online communities that support your transformation. Learning is a lifelong process. You will evolve, and so will your beliefs. Be curious. Be kind to yourself. When a limiting belief resurfaces, smile and say, thanks for trying to protect me, but I don't need you anymore. This is a journey of self-liberation, not becoming someone else, but remembering who you really are without the filters of fear or doubt. Let's be clear. You are not your fears. You are not your past. You are not your limiting beliefs. You are the one who gets to observe, challenge, and rewrite the story. That is power. And every time you choose to believe in your growth instead of your limitation, you create a new path forward. You've been living with invisible limits. Now you see them. And once you see them, you can outgrow them. Start with awareness. Speak with kindness, act with courage, because your best life isn't waiting in the distance. It's already inside of you, waiting to be believed into being. Which belief are you ready to challenge today? Drop it in the comments or write the empowering truth you're choosing instead. And if this message helped you, subscribe to Divine Source Codes for more tools to rewire your thoughts, elevate your energy, and unlock your true self. You were never broken, just buried under beliefs that no longer belong to you. Let's uncover the real you together. Thank you for viewing. See you on the next one.